And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Hey, 258! 54! Let's go, D! It's going to be a long day on this!
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Shoot! Number 50. Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jordan Scarlett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood!
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
319! 54!
Rodgers now on first down. And they catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. This is Richard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 52. Yeah, look.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Richard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check 4, check 4.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They will start the drive with Scarlett, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Tannehill. That's complete to Slayton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, you block over here. Look at this.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right and incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Take 30. Smooth.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Right there. Hey, dude. Right there. 54 miles. Down the
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Check. Walk to before.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami 1st. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Rodgers now. Going to throw again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Drops this off to Richard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
17-yard line. 319. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On the ground, Richard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
In your face.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come up in an offset eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Come on, D. Jump out. 5. 54.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he's up across the 25. Down at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You better be ready.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
3 bud.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And able to find Garcon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To Ware on the draw.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. On 1st down, Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Robert Woods. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
From the 27, Rodgers is complete to Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll swing this one out to Richard. Richard lost it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Scarlett. Room to run past midfield. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for our Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running on first down with Ware. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second and 11 now. Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We go. 60-yard. Tight guard. General West.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
Push him back. Push him back.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's got some space here. A big play there for the Giants. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run with Scarlett. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Plant. I need one over here. Check. 55.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Get 300. Get 300. Go.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw from his end zone. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 37. Check 37.
To throw on third down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
64. Watch the twitch.
Tannehill now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Tannehill. Catch made by Slayton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Tannehill now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Tannehill, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the draw, it's Scarlett. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You don't want no problems with me.
McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
90 Wolf.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike. Hey, wahoo. Hey, check Mike 20. Get it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. To throw is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey. He's coming. We got double up. Share.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Be ready. Hey, over. Check. Watch.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 60 out more. Oh, yeah. And here we go. 22 jet bomber. Hey, alert 3. Check 43. 49. Check 49. Check 24. Kill. Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. That's complete to Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Tannehill. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
57.
Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ben Gideon providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Box it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Rodgers now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Check 30.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Going deep here and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
88. Hey, Alpha.
Now Rodgers to throw again. He's going to let it. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 51 to mine. 51 to mine. All day. All day. Check nickel. Check 9. Boom. Pop. Green ID.
Back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
I'm going to run you over. Alert 3. Bang. Hey, Delta.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
22 yards there, a first down. Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On second down now. Ware looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Tannehill now to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, they run with Ware. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Giants win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye.